SillyPseudonym, Nova Drift. Whoops, maybe if I click the right button, we'll start the game. Who knows? Decisions. Could try another salvo build. I want to try making very large, slow missiles. The last one we did was okay, but not quite enough for my standards. I want something more. More, I say. Maybe get a research body to help me pare it down a bit better. Shockwave is a natural one here. Orbital amp, not so much. Reflect. Let's try reflect. Haven't done reflect a lot lately. Not too bad amount of damage. There's the research body I wanted. Yeah, I'll definitely take the research body here. Do I want volley? No, I think not. Let's just get rid of it. Velocity. It does increase my projectile velocity, but I'm fine with some increase. On the other hand, maybe I should start spinning rerolls already. Just get rid of things. Banish the constructs, sure. Banish mind specialization. I mean, I guess. Better targeting's fine, though. Yeah, I'll take some better targeting here. Sorry about that. Had to handle some cat-related issues. Magnitude. I'll definitely take a magnitude here. Guidance? Decreases velocity? Sure. Slow, powerful missiles. That's what I want. Projectile velocity down, rate of fire, projectile size. I don't like that part. Don't like that part at all. I do like the better targeting and the more projectiles. Don't like the decrease in size though. I want larger, not smaller. Everything else I can tolerate. There is heavy caliber. I definitely want it, but I also want payload for much the same reason. Sure. We'll take it first. Maybe go down towards antimatter rounds too, just for the fun of it. Charge shot. Do I want charge shot? Improves projectile size. That also improves velocity. Why not? Another upgrade, finally. I'll take the blast radius here. A concentrated blast that will lead to the antimatter rounds. Heavy caliber. Is it time? All red. Upgrade so far, all weapon based. We'll get a wild mod. Decent damage. Not incredible, but decent. Let's try to stay out of range of that. This is very, very, very silly indeed. Alright, antimatter rounds, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Velocity. Kind of does a little to undo what we've already done, but I'll take the extra damage. Same for mastery. Armor would be good. Thrusters for streamline down to blink. Okay. Thrusters, if nothing else, will help make up for the loss of thrust that I get when charging my weapon. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Our damage output is decent. I think it's safe to say. And now what do we want? Heavy caliber again. Snipe to get warp strike. Though it does decrease my projectile size. How dare. Heavy caliber. We'll take heavy caliber. Rate of fire increase. Sure. Lets me store more missiles more rapidly. Another heavy caliber versus snipe. You just don't want to pick up snipe, do you? I don't blame you. It's a very powerful weapon. Upgrade for the salvo. Deadly Wake. Going down towards blink. Sure. I'm not sure what I want here. Armor's always good. Or I could reroll. Let's reroll. Finally, I can get snipe. Go down to blink, get warp strike, go from there. I will want warp strike with this build just because, well, it's going to be difficult for me to cover too many sides of the map at once. You can die, you can die. Thank you, Comet. That is so very kind of you. I swear, it is the nicest thing sometimes. Knows exactly what to give me for my birthday, Christmas, unbirthday, bar mitzvah, anything really. I'll take the blink here for obvious reasons. Because I like using blink. No, because it leads to the warp strike. And there it is. Now I do have to remember that screen wrapping will damage me with warp strike, so I have to be careful. Still, having my missiles actually be able to hit an enemy instead of just wandering off to the middle of nowhere has its advantages. Do I want streamline? Stabilization. Power reserves wouldn't be bad here. Okay. Try a power reserves build. And you can see why Warp Strike is very useful here. Some of my missiles before this were just going who knows where off screen. This time they'll come back around. Now they won't do as much damage on their return trip, but 70% of the damage is better than 0% of the damage. Power reserves? Sure. Incendiary strike. Okay. I heard someone popping in. I think it might be too late for Orbs of Discord. I'm just going to banish this one. Calibrate. Do I want calibration? Sure, because I'm often waiting for my missiles to regenerate anyway. We'll try it. A warpath? Yeah, we'll take a warpath here. Since your missiles are always regenerating, warpath is always going to provide some bonus. It's not going to be wasted regeneration. Sometimes more effective than others, to be sure, but it will have some effect. Well, we toss that enemy around a little bit. All right. Those enemies are annoying, but not too bad to deal with. What do we want here? I'll take a homing strike. Do I want Splinter, though? Decreases my rate of fire, but it could help deal with lots of small enemies, which are still something of a problem. Revelation. I will take a revelation here. Look for her. Heavy caliber. 3 times. Haha. This is pretty good coverage. I like this. I'm still concerned about dealing with things like the mines, but we can make do with what we have. Death Blossom. Probably not that useful. Agility. Kinetic boost. Emergency systems could be useful here. Celestial Lance, not so much. Say we're running out of enemies to shoot here. Not too shabby. Yeah, these large missiles push the enemy around. So if you don't have a shockwave shield, you have other methods of moving the enemy about. You just need very large projectiles. I'm going to banish Celestial Lance. I don't think we're going to need that. Same for shield effect radius. Aegis? Sure. Trying not to let it. Since I trying not to let it line me up too well there, but did get bounced into an enemy nonetheless when it teleported. Still, pretty good. Whenever you can kill a boss before it begins its second wave of attack, your damage output is probably decent. Just gonna banish that one. I don't think we can afford this, so we're gonna banish it as well. High explosive, more blast radius. I'll take that. Polar inversion. Don't think that affects us very much. Improves our gear. Maybe. Do more damage and increase my rate of fire may not be too horrible. Not as interested in the crash damage, but that's about the only reliable damage percent modifiers left to us in the normal mod pool. Popcorn that one fairly well. There's Terminate or Emergency Systems. I'll take the Terminate. Just kill enemies even more rapidly. As well as a little rate of fire increase. which we already get another heavy caliber, will help compensate for that. Do I want blitz? It's more weapon damage. Could have taken the double tap there for a rate of fire increase. Didn't really consider that, but I would prefer heavy caliber. Just again, I just want to see large, slow-moving missiles. Kind of would like to see that as something of a theme for this one. Unfortunately, none of these are it. Could take decoherence, but that removes my banish ability. Could do the armor. Guess we'll take the armor. Poor enemy can't even stay on screen. I can't even stay on screen. Just couldn't get there. Poor piloting didn't help. May try that one again later, but I think it was good enough to demonstrate how powerful that kind of build can be, along with all of our others. Salvo can usually be a very powerful build with just a few mods. And, like I said, that warp strike ability, wrapping them around the map, increasing their ability to actually hit enemies instead of just flying off to wherever. Very, very useful. As ever, thank you all for stopping by.